These are lime kilns, and they're very, very common around Ireland from 17 and 1800s or 18th and 19th century. So these lime kilns were probably built by the local landlord, who here we are currently quite near Faithleg House, and Cornelius Bolton would have been the landlord there at the time, and he did introduce a lot of new farming methods to the estate and to the area during his, I was going to say tenure, but you know, his stolen time. So the limestone would have been quarried in County Kilkenny, which is the next county over, and transported over the river shore and up the Pill by boat. So from the dock it was carted to the kiln and tipped in up at the top, along the top. This is a big square, like a tower, and there is double arches because the fires would have been lit then underneath. So the limestone would have been piled on top, fires lit underneath here in the arches, and then the heat transfer up would have burnt the limestone. It kept burning for several days, by which time the firewood had all been consumed and the limestone had been dissolved into powder. So these would have been full of fire at the time and kept full of fire. So after that then the limestone was poured away through a trapdoor at the bottom of the kiln and carted away. And we would have used burnt limestone for many different uses, including mixing it with milk or bullock's blood and hair for a strong mortar for building purposes, or it was painted in a wash onto the stonework of cottages because it would have kept the damp away and kept the stone dry and kept everything looking fresh and bright. So it would have been re-limed every year in the houses. It was also spread on grass because it made the grass grow stronger, and when the grass was used on pasture land, it would have given the livestock that was grazing off the grass a much stronger bone density. So all of that was good for their health, obviously, and the grass was tastier, so they ate more grass and grew bigger. So limestone was generally, or lime, powdered lime was generally very beneficial. It was used as a fertilizer, but it had to be mixed with manure. It's quite bad for the land if it's mixed in with just on its own without the manure. So those are our lime kilns. We are out at Jack Mead's today having lunch. You can see my family just down there, some of my family.